भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्।
He comes from a lineage of great sages, yogis, and saints from India. He began his spiritual journey at the age of 7 and was fully realized by the age of 14. During this time, he delved into different practices and acquired mastery over Tantra, Mantra, Yantra, Aghori practices, and Yaksha sadhana. He was a siddha and many masters, saints, and sages used to visit him in solitude to gain wisdom and guidance from him since the tender age. Although he has been helping humanity since childhood, he never disclosed this part of him to the world, and only the advanced yogis and masters were aware of his divine presence. Only in the last 2 years he chose few people from the world and started guiding them in their spiritual paths, and those who have been closely associated with him have witnessed many miracles in his presence. Despite being a family person, he is a yogi and intends to help people entangled in this world achieve Jivan Mukti, liberation while being alive. He is truly in the world but not of the world, and if you really want to understand him, look him beyond his physical appearance and just sit with him and you will never be the same again. In his presence you will transcend your body and mind and experience the state of Sat, absolute truth, Chit, pure consciousness, Ananda, eternal bliss. Let us fold our hands in front of his divinity and with a heart filled with gratitude and love welcome our spiritual guru, the realized soul, and our enlightened master, Guru Manash Mishra.
ॐ सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोऽस्तु ते। ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ पृथ्वी शान्तिः, लोकः शान्तिः, सर्वं शान्तिः। अहं ब्रह्मास्मि। गुड मॉर्निंग, स्वागत है आप सभी का टू वन मोर संडे सत्संग एंड गुड इवनिंग and good late evening to the people joining from different parts. So nice to see you all. And Shashiji, I have been checking on that part, that the message that you have sent. So, okay. So today we are here and I have come up with two typical stories today. And this entire satsang of today will be revolving around it. ये दो कहानियां हैं और यही दो कहानियों की चारों तरफ पूरा सत्संग घूमने वाला है. And 26th in India. So Vani ji will be starting to flying today or tomorrow for you. Okay. Good. So the first story, and both the stories are typical ones, as always. Because we are typical people, so our story should be typical, right? Vijay ji, जैसे हम वैसी हमारी कहानियां. तो कहानी शुरू करते हैं. One story that I was saying to Haribhai while and Lavanya ji while returning back from Vijayawada. So Haribhai, good story to share. Okay. So it such happened that one day Vishnu was talking to Lakshmi, and while looking might be towards you people, आप जैसे लोगों को देख के विष्णु कहने लगे कि वो spirituality is growing and people are taking my name more and more. I don't know why that happened, Santoshi. I believe the day we said no, thank you, only Narayan, Narayan, Govinda, Govinda, that might have created that wave. But anyhow, whatever it is. So Narayan says, oh, people have started taking my name. मेरा नाम बहुत ज्यादा लेने लगे हैं, धर्म की वृद्धि हो रही है. लक्ष्मी बोली, okay, okay, fine. Yeah, there must be. Then Narayan being Narayan, she said, yes, yes, exactly. My name, my name. You know, my name is being taken. You ever do that? You both went to somewhere to attend some function, and some people came to you and said, wow, you look so amazing today. And then push that, you see, they told me you are loaded with gold, but they told me, you see. तुम इतना मेकअप लगाई देखो, बट स्टिल. हाँ, ओके. सो हुआ है कभी? हैपन? हाँ, होता है. So Narayan was in that early morning, he was in that mood, and he said, देखा मेरा ही नाम चल रहा है. Lakshmi, then she got hinted out of that. She said, okay, I got it, but why are you saying it again and again about you only? It's not only about you. And if I go, everybody will forget you. तुम कहते हो तुम्हारा इतना नाम लिया जाता है, लेकिन अगर मैं गई ना, सब तुम्हें भूल भी जाएंगे. Vishnu said, really? She said, try. But many a times we forget that we should not take. हिंदी में एक वर्ड है ना, पंगा नहीं लेना चाहिए. You should not take. But somehow Narayan didn't. He wanted to go ahead with that. He said, okay, whatever. What do you want? Lakshmi said, you go first and see, and then I will come. तुम पहले जाओ और देखते हैं तुम्हारे भक्त कितने हैं. How many devotees you have? You go first, and later on I will come, and then we will decide who has more followers, more praising people. So Narayan takes a रूप of a Brahman. पंडित जी का भेष बदलते हैं, and he goes to a village. And there was a rich man. And this rich man was a good man who believes in God. भगवान की कथाएं करवाता है, ये सब कराता है. So it does puja and all those things. So Vishnu goes as a Brahmin and knocks at his door. And when he opens the door, he says, I have come from another place, and I do the Bhagavad Katha, and I talk about God. So can you please arrange something in your village so that I can do all that? By looking at it, this rich person felt something like, oh, he looks so divine. That means he must be doing something good. कुछ अच्छा करता ही होगा, जैसे हरि भाई को देख के लोग समझ जाते हैं. So then everybody, so he says, okay, no problem. I have enough place. You stay. I will arrange something. तो एक छोटा मोटा arrangement किया गया. And when the arrangements were done, the Bhagavad Katha started. The entire Katha, he said, it will take 10 to 12 days. So you have to please arrange all that. So he was agreed to that. Then, when the first day he started speaking, very few people were there. But when those people heard what he was saying, आप सोचो, भगवान की कथा सुन के इतना अच्छा लगता है. When you listen to the words about God, you feel so good. When God is speaking about God, जब स्वयं भगवान कथा करे तो कैसा होगा? क्या कहते हैं प्रीति जी? So दूसरे दिन भीड़ लगने लगी. Crowd came the next day because everybody went back and said like, wow, this is something amazing. We have never heard like that. So slowly, by the third, fourth, fifth day, the entire village was there. And everybody was loving it, and it was like a craze going on. Everybody was just waiting when the time will come, I will go and sit there. Some people here do that. So now Lakshmi saw that the entire village is now listening to Vishnu. And Vishnu, while telling Katha, at times looks up and says, see? Can you see them? Lakshmi said, wait, I am coming. You enjoy your days till I come. Then one on the seventh or eighth day, Lakshmi comes to that village in the form of an old lady. And by this time, everybody has got that kind of एक लत लग गई है उस कथा को सुनने की. Like everybody is ready and waiting to go to that space in that time. So one lady was locking her door and was in a rush to go to listen to the katha. That very moment, Lakshmi stood as a old woman in front of her door and asked, "Can you please give me some water to drink? I am so thirsty. I don't find water around. Pani nahi mila mujhe." That lady says, "No, no, no, no. I am in a lot of hurry, so I cannot give you right now. So you please find water somewhere else." But she said, "What? Where are you running? It won't take a minute's time if you can just give me a little of drink of water. And it is anyways, you are going to listen to the katha of Bhagavan. If you do something good, that is good for you." So she finally agreed, say, "Okay, fine. One more minute." So she brings a glass full of water and gives it to her. She drinks it, thanks it her, and gives the glass back. Now the glass becomes of gold. Glass becomes gold. स्टील का ग्लास था, सोने का हो गया. बस बुढ़ी ने पानी पिया. कौन सी कथा सुनने जाओगे? Just by giving a glass of water, the glass turned into gold. Now, where will you go? Which God? हाँ ममता जी, सही पकड़ा है आपने. But here you see, now this lady is in a dilemma. What happened to this? Amma. Oh, she must be a real God. Who can convert a steel into gold? She must be something. Now she asks, "Do you want to eat something?" पानी देने को तैयार नहीं थे, अब बोले खाना खिलाऊं क्या? क्यों खाना खिलाना है? Why she wants to feed? विजय जी, क्यों? She was thinking, if I give a glass of water, the glass has changed into gold. What if I give a full plate with spoon, katora, and all those things? Then what? Everything gold? But she says, no, 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 nothing doing. I'm okay with this water only. But that lady is not ready to leave her now. She says, no, no, but you are so powerful, so magical. You should stay with me now. She said, no, you go where you wanted to go. You can go now. But the lady doesn't want to go. But she says, you have to go. And saying this, the old lady starts walking away. What do you think? What will happen to this lady? One side of her heart pulls towards that lady who is going away. The other is thinking about the katha. Which has a bigger pull? But somehow she says, okay, anyway, she's going away. Mera kismat mein utna hi hoga. In my fate, only this golden glass must have been there. So now let me go there. But while going with a heavy heart, you cannot keep your words within you, right? You know. How many of you know that females are cursed in one way, that they cannot keep the words within themselves? वो अपने अंदर बात नहीं रख सकती. So all because of the great Yudhishthira. Okay. So now she goes, sits in katha, but मन की व्यथा किसे बताए? कथा तो चल रहा है, भगवान तो सामने बैठ के कथा कर रहे हैं, लेकिन ये मन की व्यथा कहां जाए कि एक ग्लास मिला और थोड़ा मिलना था. Yes or no? Then, obviously, whenever you go to even to listen to satsang, you sit by someone who you know. Birds of same feather flock together. So when she sat there and Katha is going on and her friend was sitting by her side, he says, "What happened? You are looking a little different today. आज थोड़ा अलग लग रही है तू. क्या हो गया?" क्या बताऊं? This is a very dangerous word, you know. The moment say what to tell means there is a lot to tell. किसी को मत बताना मतलब सब कुछ सबको बताना. You know, these are code words. So I said, क्या बताऊं, like what to tell you, like this all happened. What will happen to that lady now? She jumped from her seat and said, "Where is she now? I want to give her a glass of water." And she said, no, she went away. She said like she will be coming tomorrow only. Okay. And you know, there is a group of people, those who travel. So while going back, everybody knows about this lady now. This group only, yeah? Close group that you call. Yeah. So next day, everybody is ready with food. Everything, whatever they could gather. And that old lady appeared just before the time of Katha. So everybody, whoever brought anything, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. She just touched and says, okay, take away, take away. But whatever she touches becomes gold. अब कथा सुनने जाओगे कि उसका सेवा करोगे, बताओ? बोले भगवान को तो हमने देखा नहीं है, नाइट अमर जी, सोना तो दिख रहा है. I don't know whether I see the God or not, but the gold is here right now in front of me. So they said, so we are not going anywhere, no katha today. We will only do your seva. They started, they didn't went there. Some of the people, they realized that an entire group is missing. And you know, if there is a group, there is an anti-group of them also. एक ग्रुप होता है ना, वो अगर एक साड़ी को दोबारा पहले तो उधर से कमेंट आता है, राइट? अरे यही साड़ी इस फंक्शन में पहनी थी, उस फंक्शन में भी पहनी है. So there is a group and there is an anti-group of everything. So they said, hey, what happened to that group? Said, no, they were talking about some lady, we don't know, but all of them are vanished today. So what did they do? In mid of the katha, they went out, another group went out to see what the other group is doing. जब वहां जाते हैं तो क्या देखते हैं? Things being converted to gold. Will there be any groupism anymore, or you would also like to merge into that group? But obvious. तो कहते हैं ना कि समय पड़ने पर गधे को भी पैर पड़ना पड़ता है. Like even you are ready to touch the feet of a donkey if it is required. So they also joined. Just like this, in 2-3 days, the entire village who was sitting there listening to the katha is now here. Just 1 or 2 days left to complete the katha. But the only person who is unaware of what was happening is the rich man who was arranged all these things. He said initially so many people were there, but slowly people are vanishing, but the person who is speaking is really good. But what happened to all those people now? Then he, just 1 more day to go, what he sees is no one is there except the rich man. कोई भी नहीं है, अकेला वही बैठा है. अब बोलता है this is serious problem. What happened? Now before the katha starts, he said, Pandit ji, please wait. Let me find out where the people are. Let me search from them, bring them so that you can start your katha. He said, okay, no problem, you go. Now when he goes and when he sees the entire village is there and things are being converted to gold. Now he folds his hands and says, Amma, what happened? You are here, you never came to my house, everybody's house you are going. Why haven't you come to my house? देखो मैं कितना अच्छा हूं, मैं भगवान का कथा कराता हूं, I do all the good things. Why haven't you visited my house? Lakshmi said, I am not going to your house because of that fellow who is doing the katha. मैं तेरे घर इसलिए नहीं आ रही क्योंकि उसी आदमी के वजह से जो तेरे घर में कथा करा रहा है, पहले उसे निकाल, then I will come to your house. What will you do? Gold versus God. Gold versus God. What will you choose? Suma ji? So this fellow says, okay, all good. I think it is time. I have given enough. So he goes to the house. And that day, he was sitting alone. He said, Panditji, you find your way. We are done with you. He said, but we are almost on the verge of completion of the katha. Just a day or two is left. Let me complete that. No, nothing doing. Because of you, Lakshmi Mata is not coming to my home. He said, but one more day. He said, no, right away you go. And then Narayan says, Lakshmi from a far off place. समझ में आया हमारी करामात. You realize our power now? Vishnu smiles and says, okay, as you say. So he goes inside the house to bring all the stuff that he brought. So he was going out, and that time Lakshmi was smiling. But Lakshmi, as she entered into the house and Vishnu exited the house, this person was so happy because he thought, now this lady has come into my house will be filled with happiness and all those things. So he just literally threw Vishnu out of the house. Lakshmi initially was happy that she has achieved something, but the moment she saw that Vishnu was pushed, she also started walking along with it. This person, he says, oh ma, where are you going? Then she says, jahan wo nahi, wahan main nahi. Wherever he is not, I am also not there. Jahan wo nahi, wahan main nahi. And she walks away. Then Vishnu says, Kyun? Kya hua? What happened? Why have you come back? You have achieved what you wanted to achieve. She said, I achieved what I wanted to achieve, but without you. What is all that achievement? But Lakshmi said, you saw, I took over all your fans. मैंने तुम्हारे सारे लोगों को अपने तरफ कर लिया. Then Narayan says, so true, Lakshmi. You made everyone on your side, but you forgot one thing. He said, what? You only came when I came. समझ में आया? Narayan said, you only came when I came. जब मैं आया उसके बाद तू आई, और जहां जहां मुझे लेके जाया जाएगा तू मेरे पीछे पीछे आएगी. So wherever I go, I have to go first and you will follow. And wherever I am not there, you cannot stay. भगवान कहते हैं कि जहां सत कथा संत की हो, वहां वहां लक्ष्मी वास करे. Wherever there is the talk of goodness, all their place he will reside. And wherever we are not, he will leave that place. What do you choose? क्या चुनते हो आप? दिव्यता या भव्यता? If you choose that divinity, it comes as a complete package. If you only choose Maya, you lose out on both. So while I visited yesterday, you might have seen some of the photographs shared by Haribhai. Visited a beautiful place like Vinay Lataji and her husband has arranged a beautiful space where we will be shortly having a retreat. The dates, I don't know, yet to be decided. 10th has been freezed anyways. And most probably at Aditi ji's place only. For the 10th, we will be there. One thing about the 10th that I want to say is we only have a limited intake. It will not be online and people will be chosen by me. So Haribhai is going to, most probably if he is around, like he will be sharing the details. You just register your name, but I will choose who is allowed into that. There is a reason. So it is not that you are not good enough or you are not capable enough. It is not all that. Because of certain processes, I want to choose certain people. बुरा तो नहीं लगेगा ना? अपने आप को पापी तो नहीं मानोगे ना? कोई पापी है इस ग्रुप में? So need not worry. There are, if you have booked your tickets, we'll see. You need not worry on that. Okay. But I want a certain specific kind of people to be there. But don't worry, nothing, no one is missing anything. At your time, you will get your things. That much I can assure you. Okay. Because of the kind of energy that would be generated, certain kind of people might not be able to handle that. Okay. So that is the only reason, nothing else. But for the people online, so please, sorry for that. Might be, we'll have it next time for you all. Okay. Because what I am seeing is when we are going online, certain practices, certain processes that I want to do, I'm not able to do that because I have to look at these people who are sitting in front of me. And at the same time, I have to monitor the energy that is happening out there. Because if you are in front of me, I know how to handle that things. But if you are sitting at your home and I am sitting here, I'm busy with this and something is going on in you. So you need a controlling thing out there. So that is the only reason. It is not that you are not good enough or anything as such. Okay. But we will continue such programs. So whenever you are there, you will be a part of it. So you're not going to miss it anyways. Now coming to the second part of the story or the second story. This story was told to me yesterday by the Panditji who was there in that Sai Mandir. It is such a beautiful story. I thought like, oh, he is telling me this so that I can share it with you. Now, many a times when we are going through day-to-day activities, right, Vidyaji? At times we feel like, oh, I'm not good enough. Especially when you think of spirituality, at times you degrade yourself. You say, oh, I'm not good enough. अरे मेरे से मैं उतना शायद अच्छी नहीं हूँ, अच्छा नहीं हूँ कि मेरे को experiences नहीं हो रहे. I'm not getting all the experience. I might not be good enough. Or you say, why I just go into that space? Why can't I always be happy? Why can't I always be in a safe space? Why I can't be always in a space where I don't fall into that trap? एक बात बताना चाहता हूं, गिरता हर कोई है. Everybody falls. गिरता हर कोई है. गिरी तो गंगा भी थी. गिरता हर कोई है, गिरी तो गंगा भी थी. एवरीबडी फॉल्स, इवन गंगा फेल, लेकिन शिव के जटाओं में. It doesn't matter whether you're falling or not, but where are you falling is the question here. Even if you are falling for that moment and you are able to recognize your fault and you are coming back, you are holding yourself back. आप अपने आप को पकड़ लेते हो उस जगह पे, आप अपने आप को रोक लेते हो उस जगह पे. समझ लेना शिव के जटाओं में गिरे हो. Because he is able to catch hold of you again and you are going back into a space. Right? हटके थोड़ी सी बात याद आ रही है. I will just tell you one thing. When Ram was going with Vishwamitra, and then Vishwamitra said, Ram, touch that stone with your leg. उस शिला पे अपना पैर लगाओ. And Ram asks, why? Why should I put my legs there? And then Vishwamitra says, like, when you touch it with your legs, she will get her freedom. Uska uddhar ho jayega. Then Ram folds hand in front of Vishwamitra and says, you are my guru. In front of you, I will touch my feet to them. How is it possible? Vishwamitra says, I might be your guru, but who are you? But Ram says, but why my feet only? Why not yours? You know what Vishwamitra said to him? He said, we all know why she got cursed. उसके चरित्र पे दाग लगा. Something was told wrong about her. चरित्र पे दाग लगा. और अगर चरित्र पे दाग लगा है, दोस्तों, जो चरित्रवान है वही उसका उद्धार कर सकता है. The one who is such, he only can bring it out, and I, being your guru, I cannot do it. Ram says, why? Now, at times we fall, but by our sadhana and all those things, we come back. But you, even in your dreams, you don't fall. हम तो कभी कभी गिर जाते हैं लेकिन फिर संभल लेते हैं, लेकिन तू, तेरा चरित्र ऐसा है राम जो कभी बदलता नहीं है. इसीलिए तेरे चरणों के स्पर्श से उसका उद्धार होगा. One fine time, one happened. Kumbhakarna goes to Ravan, and Kumbhakarna says, why did you wake me up? And Ravan says, you know, like the entire story, I stole Sita and all those things. I said, why did you steal Sita? I wanted to marry her. Achha, then when we had to marry her, what stopped you? He said, she's not ready. Then Kumbhakarna said, you know all Maya, you should have taken the roop of Ram and gone to her. राम का रूप धारण करके तू चले जाता. रावण बोला, don't tell me that's the most dangerous thing. Said, why most dangerous thing? ना कोशिश किया था. I tried. He said, then what happened? Ravan says, रघुपति रूप जब मैंने धारी, रघुपति रूप जब मैंने धारी, मात लगे हर पराया नारी. You know what does that mean? He said, I tried. I became Ram. I took the shape of Ram. But the moment I took that, all the other females looked like mother to me. What should I do? So वो राम होता है. Now coming to you people, we might not be Ram, we are Vishwamitra somehow, we understand, we fall, but we come back by doing our sadhana or remembering something. कुछ ना कुछ याद करते हैं, ध्यान, योग, कुछ भी करते हैं, संभल लेते हैं. लेकिन अब जो कहानी मैं सुनाने जा रहा हूँ, the story that I'm going to tell is extreme. And it's a true story. You can search it on Google. And this story was told by the मोहन पंडित जी, विनय लता जी, मोहन पंडित जी जो वो शिरडी साईं बाबा के मंदिर के अंदर जो हैं, उन्होंने कल ये कहानी बताई. So when he told that story, I think like this is such a beautiful thing to be shared with everyone. So राजन जी, कहानी ऐसी है like, but you have to bear with me to listen to the story. Is it okay? Everyone ready? Okay. Might be the initial words might be a little harsh. Okay. So hold on to that. It is, there is a temple down south. It is in Tamil Nadu or Kerala. Even I will try to find that out and I'll send you the details of it. If you can search it, you can share it as well. Okay. So there is a small village, and in that small village there is a Vishnu temple, and every day the puja and everything is being done in the right way. But in that village there stayed a prostitute. Okay. And throughout her life she lived that way and accumulated a lot of wealth. Lot of wealth. So much that her houses were filled with wealth. सोने जेवरात से घर भर गए थे उसके. But as usual, Amarji, age takes its toll. She started growing old. When she started growing old, one day she thought there is no one with me, so let me just take someone. किसी को अपना गोद ले लेती हूँ, so they will take care of me and somebody will be around me. And wherever she went and asked someone to give a kid to her, everybody denied. She said, I have this much wealth and all those things, but everybody denied. Now, for the first time, she was thinking throughout her life, she thought like wealth is everything. पैसा ही सब कुछ था उसके लिए. And he accumulated everything in whichever means she could. But now she is thinking, with all this money, I cannot have one person by my side. एक इंसान मेरे पास नहीं हो सकता. What will happen to all this wealth? And he was in grief. पश्चाताप होता है, right? कि what have I done throughout my life then? But someone once told her, जिसका कोई नहीं होता उसका भगवान होता है. Whoever doesn't have anyone, they have the God with them. So इसने सोचा, क्या ये बात में सच्चाई हो सकती है? Can there be a truth in this word for me? Then what she does, she goes to that temple, near that temple, doesn't enter the temple. She stands outside the temple and calls the priest. The priest is an old man. She comes out, और she asks like, this is what I am. Can your God accept me? मैं ये हूं, क्या तुम्हारा भगवान मुझे अपनाएगा? और वो अगर मुझे अपनाएगा, मैं सब कुछ देने को तैयार हूं. I am ready to give away every single thing that I have. But can your God accept? So the Panditji was a very simple man. He said, I don't know, But if you say, I will just put a word from your side to him, if he responds, then I'll let you know. She says, as you say. And the Pandit goes, sits in front of the Vigraha and says, this is what you know everything, but she just wanted me to pass on to this to you. So I'm just passing on this to you. If you have any message, just let me know. And in that night, the priest, wo jo pujari jo the, he gets a dream. And in his dream, he saws the same Vigraha and he hears that if that lady can only bring one crown, agar ek mukut bana paye, of the entire wealth that she has, सिर्फ एक ही मुकुट बनेगा उसका. If she can bring that, I am ready to accept her. अगर वो अपना सारा धन देके सिर्फ एक ही मुकुट बना दे, मैं उसे एक्सेप्ट करने को तैयार हूं. The next day morning, the priest was waiting. She came and the priest said, this is what the God has said. And that very moment she became ecstatic. She started dancing around there. She said, when the humans are not ready to take my wealth, not to be with me, the God is ready to be with me. She was just ecstatic. कुछ बदल गया उसके अंदर. Something literally changed. She went like a mad person and called all the jewelers and said, you have to mold all this wealth and only create one crown. And that's how it was done. तो बनाया जाता है. And when that crown is made, the day she is carrying it, she's so happy today, holding it in her hands, that this is my day. And the God himself has said, like, he's going to accept me and I'm going to go to give this today. This is my day when I am being accepted by the God. How would you feel? मतलब स्वयं भगवान ने कहा है कि तू अगर आज आएगा कार्तिक तो मैं तुझे अपना लूंगा. आप बताओ कैसा लगेगा? What would be that day? सुधा जी, आभा जी, मतलब नींद नहीं आएगी. नहीं. So she is carrying that to the temple with a lot of happiness within herself, and the moment she puts one leg inside the temple, a harsh word comes, her period starts. The moment she has kept one leg. Now she is shocked. She says, oh my God, what happened? I thought this was my day. This is the day the Lord is going to accept me. Why this now? And she was about to take the leg back. And in that moment, from within the temple, a voice comes. Aage badho Devi. Take the next step. Now the pujari is standing. He is turned from where the sound is coming. But she was reluctant to go inside the temple. The voice again said, Aage badho Devi. The moment she put the next feet in the temple, the entire place is filled with blood. And now she is shocked. She says, oh my God, what I have done. And again, she wanted to turn back. But that very moment, the voice again says, Aage badho Devi. And she continues to go with that crown in her hand. And the moment she sees the Vigraha in front of her, she has never seen it. The moment she sees the Vigraha in her, she takes her hand to put the crown on the head of that Vigraha and she dies. उसकी मृत्यु हो गई. उसने प्राण त्याग दिया. But the amazing fact is not that she just saw that Vigraha, took the crown to put on the head of the Vigraha, and she died. But the thing was, till this day, that Vigraha is bent forward. आज तक वो विग्रह, वो विष्णु का जो विग्रह है, वो आगे झुका हुआ है, क्योंकि उसने सर झुका दिया था उसका मुकुट पहनने के लिए. The vigraha is still like this, bent ahead, सामने को झुका हुआ है. Can you see the God that we fear so much is not a God to be feared, but the one to be loved. It is not about who you have been, it's what you decide to be. वो आपके सामने झुकने को भी तैयार है अगर आप उसके सामने झुक गए तो. If you are ready to bow down, it is ready to come down for you. Because even he knows, जो झुकना सीख गया वो उठना सीख जाएगा. The one who knows how to bow down will also know how to rise. But it is not that you should be bowing down everywhere. You should know where you are bowing down. And this temple exists till this day. अभी तक है यहाँ पे available. Search on Google someday if possible. Why not visit that place? Won't it be great, Amarji? What would be a better place to be where the God himself is standing with his head bowed down because of somebody loved it so much and with all her heart she wanted to give it back to her. Has he bowed down because of the crown? उस पैसे के लिए नहीं झुका था वो, उस सोने के लिए नहीं झुका था वो तो उस भाव के वजह से झुक गया जो उसके अंदर आ गया. Her entire life has been a mess. But the day she realized it, a moment of your life can wash away the entirety of the past karmas. जैसे गंगा का पानी आप एक बॉटल में लाके रखते हो, yes or no? You have a bottle at your home and you drop a few drops of Ganga water into a bucket full of water into a tank and it also gets purified, yes or no? क्यों? उसकी महात्म्य ऐसी है, एक बूंद संपूर्ण बूंदों को खराब जल को सही कर दे. मगर there is one beautiful thing about Ganga that I want to say, which will relate to why this God has bent down. This Vigraha has bent down in front of her. अब देखो, every river runs towards the ocean, right? And they become the ocean. हर नदी जाती है विजय जी और समंदर बन जाती है कि नहीं? प्रीति जी, कल्याणी जी, वही होता है ना, इट बिकम्स द ओशन. लेकिन गंगा एक ऐसी नदी है, when she met the ocean, she made the ocean गंगा सागर. yes or no? हर नदी जाती है और खो जाती है समंदर में, लेकिन गंगा गई और समंदर को अपना नाम दे दिया. ये होती है भक्ति. And when I just look at that story that I was sharing right now, मुझे भी वैसा ही लगा कि शायद वो ईश्वर तो कितना बृहत है, like he is so huge. It might be like an ocean where all the rivers have to be merged. But what merging? Where the Lord bends his head in front of you. ये परिकाष्ठा हो सकती है. This might be the height of will you be accepted? Hello. Will you be accepted? Undoubtedly. Because if you can drop one drop of your tear for him, it is enough to wash away all that you have done in your past. If you are ready to merge into it, it is ready to absorb you into it. Mamta ji, even I will just search on Google, because when I find it, I will share it. If you find it, do share it. Because pata nahi, shayad we might all not go at one time, but whenever we go, I believe like these places should be visited. ऐसे जगहों पे जाना जरूरी है. And I don't know, संध्या जी आज ही निकल जा सकते हैं. But when he said this story to me yesterday, I was just sitting there and I said, can there be a better love story than this? Can there be a better bhakti than this? Can there be a better God than this? The one who accepts you with your completeness. आप जैसे हो वैसे. Unconditionally. All that is needed is your surrenderness towards it. Are you ready? अब आदित्य जी कहते अब रुलाओगे क्या? नहीं, वो तो हम कब का कर चुके हैं. अमर जी अगर रो सकते हैं तो बाकी सब तो रो ही लेंगे. But with this moment, with these two stories in your mind, especially the second one, I want to meditate with you. Will you? Might be a little preparation for the upcoming. So if you want, you can dim the lights. Ready? Everyone? Good. So today with the meditation that we are going to do, will not have any music in the background, but you will hear the music within you. अब संतोषी जी को जरूरत नहीं है, अनहद बजता रहता है. So I'm going to try something without any kind of background music, without any kind of. I want you to experience that divine music flowing already within you. I might just guide you. I might just give you some hints here and there, but walking is yours. Ready with your crowns? Everyone. And you know what that crown is? Everything of yours has become just one thing. Now the crown represents everything of you. The body, the mind, everything of this world has just become that one crown. That's the only criteria that you have to follow in this meditation. Rest, you run, you jump, you dance, I don't care. So just for a moment, aankh band karo and create that crown of your own. Become that creator of that crown who builds a beautiful crown out of it. All the good things into that. All the good things into it. All your good qualities into it. And don't worry, अगर थोड़ा सा खाद है, वो मुकुट को बनने में काम आता है. Even if a little bit of faults are there in you, don't worry. With that only you can create it. Everything, Mamta ji, everything. Cement and brick of your life. Drenched with the tears in the form of water. Create a beautiful crown the way you want to create. इतना दिन से सुधा जी सोच रहे थे पहनाना है, आज पहना ही देते हैं. So take your time. And while you create it, let me sing a song for you. So yesterday there was an audio posted for that. I will sing the entire song for you now, and so that it helps you. And it doesn't matter which God you want to give it. It doesn't matter whom you want to make this wear. Is the creation process on? Good. Build it. जय शंकर जय शंकर जय शंकर, कब बुलाओगे अपने घर, नाम जपू तेरा अष्ट प्रहर, कब बुलाओगे अपने घर. जय शंकर जय शंकर जय शंकर, कब बुलाओगे अपने घर, संसार की पीड़ा हुई प्रखर, कब बुलाओगे अपने घर, संसार की पीड़ा हुई प्रखर, कब बुलाओगे अपने घर. शंकर शंकर शंकर, ले चल मुझे तू बस अपने घर. शंकर शंकर शंकर, ले चल मुझे तू बस अपने घर. समय गया एक पल में ठहर, समय गया एक पल में ठहर, कब बुलाओगे अपने घर. याद में है तू सांझ सहर, याद में है तू सांझ सहर, कब बुलाओगे अपने घर। रिश्ते संसार से गए हैं बिखर, रिश्ते संसार के गए हैं बिखर, कब बुलाओगे अपने घर। शंकर शंकर शंकर, ले चल मुझे तू बस अपने घर। अब कुछ तो ना आता तुम बिन नजर, अब तो ना आता कुछ तुम बिन नजर, कब बुलाओगे अपने घर। जी ना सकूंगा तुझसे दूर रह कर, जी ना सकूंगा तुझसे दूर रह कर, कब बुलाओगे अपने घर। प्यासा न रह जाऊं लगता है डर, प्यासा न रह जाऊं लगता है डर, कब बुलाओगे अपने घर। शंकर शंकर शंकर, ले चल मुझे तू बस अपने घर। दया करो प्रभु तुम हम पर, दया करो प्रभु तुम हम पर, कब बुलाओगे अपने घर। पहुंचू मैं कैसे कैलाश शिखर, पहुंचू मैं कैसे कैलाश शिखर, कब बुलाओगे अपने घर। दया करो शंभु दर्शन देकर, दया करो शंभु दर्शन देकर, कब बुलाओगे अपने घर। शंकर शंकर शंकर, ले चल मुझे तू बस अपने घर। शंकर शंकर शंकर, ले चल मुझे तू बस अपने घर। शंकर शंकर शंकर, ले चल मुझे तू बस अपने घर। Now your crown is in your hands. You are ready to devote. You have asked for it for a long time. May this be the moment. Let it be that moment where you are just in front of it. बिल्कुल आमने सामने. And you know what you have to do when you are in front. Allow it to happen. Just take your time and just sit silently and see what all happens to you in this moment after this. I will be quiet. You will be sitting with your divinity until I say to return back. You sit with your eyes closed and just allow your emotions to flow into that space. Let the divine accept your gift, your prayer, and you. Complete surrender, unconditional. And while you are connected with your divinity, let me pray to the divine on your behalf, because you have been searching. दर दर भटका तेरी खोज में, पाया नहीं ठिकाना। सब जग जाना माना, लेकिन खुद को ना पहचाना। कभी इस दर कभी उस दर, चाहा सबको मनाना। इस मंदिर में बैठे प्रभु को कभी न मैंने जाना। छोटे छोटे सुख ढूंढता, पागल मन ये दीवाना। सत्य स्वरूप और चिदानंद को ना सीखा गले लगाना। माया बंधन में फंस के बुने रोज एक नया फसाना, लेकिन निरंतर भूलता जाए प्रभु के साथ समय बिताना। कभी है आना कभी है जाना, दुनियादारी निभाना। भाग दौड़ में रहा हमेशा, मुक्ति मार्ग से अनजाना। मगर हे प्रभु, आज इस क्षण में मैंने है तुझे जाना, मैंने है तुझे जाना। प्लीज एक्सेप्ट। बोलो उसे, मेरे हाथ छोटे हैं, my hands are small, my height is not up to the mark to you, but I am willing to give myself to you. My entirety, अपना सर्वस्व मैं तुम्हें देने को तैयार हूं. Please accept. और वो झुकेगा. Embrace it. Let go of all that you want to let go. It is ready to accept you unconditionally. Mm. Oh. Mm. 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 हमारी इतनी सी प्रार्थना, a little prayer of our side, that as you have drenched my heart with your love, as you have accepted me unconditionally, may the world be flooded with your love and light. May the solace and peace be spread on this creation. May every speck of dust dance in your presence. May all that needs a blessing be blessed. May all that in pain be taken care of. May all those who are hungry be fed. And now I devote myself to you. Utilize this to bring that peace and happiness, bliss and truth and divinity on this plane of creation. I surrender. Now, time to thank you. So, whatever way you want to express your gratitude. And yes, you should bring a smile on your face now despite crying. Now, slowly we'll come back. There is nothing to come back because you have not gone anywhere. You have always been here and now. It has never gone far away from you. It has always been here. Take a deep breath. Inhale and slowly exhale it out. One more time. Inhale. Exhale it out. Let go. Inhale and exhale. Now you can open your eyes. You can switch on your lights. Move in physicality, but don't move in your reality. Stay there. Anyone who was denied कि नहीं तेरे से नहीं लूंगा. Anyone who felt like okay, he was not ready to take it. ऐसा लगा कभी आभा जी? मुझे लगता है भगवान का पेट भर दिया होगा आपने आज अपने भाव से, और उसने आपका दिल भर दिया होगा. कुमकुम जी, मैंने कल एक ही लाइन लिखा है, बोल दो. अगर वो दिख गया तो समझो आपका दिल बिक गया. I've been searching for that throughout this world, like what's my worth, what's my worth, what's my worth, is there any worth to me? मगर अगर दिख गया तो समझो बिक गया. बहुत देर से लेके चला था सामान ये मैं अपने सर पे, बहुत देर से लेके चला था ये सामान मैंने अपने सर पे. आज तू दिख गया और सारा सामान बिक गया. मेरा तो कोई मोल ही ना था. तूने खरीद के इसे अनमोल बना दिया. Yes, Shashi ji, what could have been better? Yeah, Mamtaji, I will record that. I've written it for a long time. I've sang it 2-3 times, but now I think I can record it. But it's not the song. It's thank you, Shivji. It's not the song. It's not the lyrics. It's the way it expresses itself. It's like you sing it from your heart. Like, and why only me? I'll be sharing that in the group. You sing. Why only me? So I look at that on 10th. If this is done in 10 minutes, oh my God. Still, let me tell you on your face, I have not designed anything yet for that day. Because we don't work on designs. जैसे अपाराव जी ने कहा ना कि भाव प्रधान है हम. And everything just appears in that moment and it will happen. क्योंकि धवल जी भरोसा हमें अपने आप पे नहीं, उस पे है. और वो कभी भरोसा नहीं तोड़ता. He never breaks it. So Sasi ji, I believe you might have asked for what you have asked for. And even we pray. Mamta ji, please forgive me for this time. मैं हाथ जोड़ के आपको कहता हूं सबके, प्लीज एक बार के लिए मुझे वो ऑनलाइन के लिए छोड़ दो. I know you people want to be there. I am more eager to have it with you all. But please, for this one time, because I want to see how well exactly these people can reach into that space. You are not going to miss it. I will ensure you also go through that. ठीक है? Delays are not denials. But मेरी प्रार्थना है आप लोगों से, एक बार मुझे मैं बन के करने दो. Or as always, every time I have to look there, look here, what is going on, what's not going on. You are not allowing me to be who I am. Yes, Mamta ji, thank you so much. So will you just allow me to be me? Then you see what happens. Don't come with expectations. No expectations, no stories, nothing. I say you just come because you have to come. That's it. ये होगा, वो होगा, ये दिखेगा, वो दिखेगा. No. Just come. So there is a question that pops up, so I would like to answer here. Somebody asked me, Janesh ji, कि ये जो आप मेडिटेशन करवाते हो या ये सब अभी जो आप करे, क्या ये सच है? Is it real or is it just a imagination of my mind? Right? Let me answer that. First and foremost thing, how do you feel? आपको कैसा लगा ये करके? अच्छा लगा? You felt good about it? You felt nice about it? Are you happy now? Okay. जब आइसक्रीम खाते हो क्या होता है? When you eat ice cream or a chocolate or whatever you like, when you eat that, what happens to you? What if I say you ate the ice cream, but the feeling that you are having within is your imagination? Hello? You ate the ice cream, it tasted sweet in your tongue, but why did you feel good within you? You never questioned that? पूछा है जनेश जी कभी? So that means it is not only the taste, the experience that you had within you because of what you consumed. You felt happy about that in that moment? Are you happy right now? And the second thing, even if you imagined, think of what all you used to imagine, now what you are imagining. किसी की बुरा तो नहीं सोचे ना? कुछ अच्छा ही सोचे ना? तो अच्छा ही होना चाहिए. Can you see how your thought process has transcended just from this one thing of the world to even imagining the divinity? And science says what you can imagine, you can experience it. Even if you are imagining. At least इमेजिनेशन तो बदल गई. पहले क्या क्या सोचते थे? एग्जैक्टली राइट वर्ड, अपराधी, विजुअलाइज एंड एक्चुअलाइज. सो पहले क्या क्या सोचते थे, अब कम से कम भगवान के बारे में सोचते हो? कई लोगों को देखा है प्रीति जी, रात में सपने में भूत को देखते हैं. आजकल कम से कम भगवान तो दिख रहे हैं. शुड बी हैप्पी अबाउट दैट. So, connecting with the divinity is not a tough task. It is the easiest thing that you can ever do, just like what we did today. क्या किया हमने? Let's go and analyze it from a scientific perspective. Let's break it into pieces. Let's not talk spirituality. Let's talk pure science. Okay, Suma ji? Let's talk pure science. What did we real exactly did? क्या किया हमने? हमने वो सब किया जो हम नहीं करते थे. We did all that what we didn't used to do. We were ready to give our entirety. हम अपना सर्वस्व देने को तैयार हो गए. कभी दिया था? नहीं ना. We were ready to bow down. हम झुकने को तैयार थे. Have you thought that you can become the crown of the God? You did that. And then at that moment you called it. But was your calling faster or his appearance? देरी किसके तरफ थी? Who was delayed? You were delayed or he was delayed? विनय लता जी, देरी और दूरी किसके तरफ से थी? अपने तरफ से. So, भगवान ने आपको दूर नहीं किया, आपने भगवान को दूर रखा है. And when we dissect it, all that we did is, whenever you go and you surrender in front of somebody else, you are ready to give your heart out. Haven't we seen people falling in love with people? प्यार हुआ है कि नहीं हुआ है? होता है ना? Does your love make you fall down or rise you up? आपको नीचे गिरा देता है, ऊपर उठाता है? You know why they call it as falling in love? Falling in love is a word that is used because you are ready to come down from your expectations and accept the other person the way they are. नहीं तो सबको तो सपनों का राजकुमार ही चाहिए. But that moment, what do? You take a step down. It's okay. Whatever he is, I accept it. Now, if you have all that expectation from God, just think of what will be the expectation of God from you. Hello. क्या expectation होगा अदिति जी? So if you want the best must also be looking for the best. But when you are not best, you just go in front and raise your hand and this is what I am. Now ask whether you accept me or not. It was nothing, Vidya ji. It was just a simple proposal posted in front of God, as if you have proposed God today. That's it. मानो एक लव लेटर रख दिया है आपने उसके सामने. अब वो एक्सेप्ट करेगा नहीं करेगा वो आपके ऊपर डिपेंड नहीं करता, उसके ऊपर करता है, लेकिन आपका लिखावट इतनी अच्छी है कि वो पक्का ले लेगा. And don't see yourself from a gender biased way. पूछना उसे एक बार. Close your eyes. Just ask, is it accepted? क्या कह रहा है देखे? Did you heard what it said? There is no voice, there is no sound, but there is something who is saying yes within you. What is that? Anyone who has been denied, जिसको कहा नहीं 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 तू भाग यहां से, you run away from this place, I am not accepting you. Anyone? प्रीति जी बहुत डरता है मुझसे. So fearful that he will not deny in front of me. जैसे तो नहीं, चलो मान ही लेते, yes बोल ही देते. And Santoshi ji, this is what we call as arranged love marriage. We arranged, you fell in love, so get married to him. What's the problem? So I believe this is the space where how many of you are thinking of your problem now? Even if you imagine your problems are taken care of, still good. Aliya ji, all that I was searching is this peace of mind. And if I am experiencing it in this moment right now, why miss it? Hari bhai, somebody asked me, like, what are the ways? कौन सा समय, कौन सी पद्धति, कौन सी विधि? I said always. He could not understand the word always. I said, break it into 2 words. Always. सारे रास्ते, जिस रास्ते पे भी तू जाए. How can I meet God? Always. When can I meet God? Always. Which rasta? Always. Have you seen all problems? No, there is no such word. Always is a word. सिर्फ रास्ते ही रास्ते हैं. आप चलो किस रास्ते चलना चाहते हो. This is one way, that is another way. Story is one way. Beating up is another way. Feeding is another way. Doing the job is another way. But all are ways. So with this, I will leave you now. Because Shiva Guruji, it is not a day where I hammer and I beat and no, this is not that day. This day is just becoming the key. You remember? Just going into the heart of the lock and smoothly opening it without effort. I have opened the lock. Now you go lock it, throw it, whatever you want to do. I know you will fall, you will come back, but that's the way it is. कल सुधा जी से मैं वही बात कर रहा था. So सुधा जी कहते हैं संभाल लेना, संभाल लेना, संभाल लेना. I said that's what you do. All of us do the same thing, right, Karthik? Why do you go and try to touch the feet of somebody that you love in front of the divinity or the guru that you, जिसको आप गुरु मानते हो, जिसको आप जाके पैर क्यों पड़ते हो उसको? विनय लता जी, आपको पता है क्यों पैर छुआ जाता है? उसका एक रहस्य है. There is a very simple secret which I have already shared. जो शिष्य जाके जब गुरु के सामने झुकता है ना, तो वो कहता है कि मेरा काम ही है गिरना और आपका काम है उठाना. मैं गिरता रहूं और आप उठाते रहो. और गुरु को भी एक सीख मिलती है कि यू कैन नॉट बी एरोगेंट. यू कैन नॉट से दैट यू हैव डन दिस रॉन्ग एंड यू कैन नॉट बी एक्सेप्टेड. उसका काम है गिरना, तेरा काम है उठाना. Can you see what a beautiful way of it? That it's the work of the student that it will keep on falling, and it's the work of the teacher to raise it up again and again and again and again and again. That's where I believe why a disciple goes and try to touch the feet of the guru. That's an indication. So you go, you fall, but fall like Ganga. And may in your presence, your family, your surrounding, your entire area, entire cosmos in your presence become such a blissful place. And this feels like everything is here and now. See, I'm falling short of words. I don't know why. It all depends, Apparauji, where you are. If you stand at a mountain, you fall on the ground. But if you are always with the divinity, you fall in the lap of the divinity. ढूंढता रहता था अपने घर का पता। मैं ढूंढता रहता था अपने घर का पता, जिस दिन तुझे मैंने अपने अंदर देख लिया, उस दिन मुझे मेरे घर का पता मिल गया। So I have found my home within myself. I have found my divinity within myself. हर हर महादेव. So thank you all for being here in this space. Thank you for the crown. Can you send me a photo of that? Not possible? It's possible. Draw something that you do. Now, some people will say, I'm not good at drawing. No, we are not into a competition. Hello. We just want to see how you drew it. We just want to see what kind of crown you took today. If you cannot draw it, do one thing. Tell your kids they will do better job than you, because they will not think what they are drawing. They will just draw. Especially if the kids are small, like Santoji's daughter. हम ज्यादा सोचते हैं. मत सोचो, बनाओ. बोला गया है ना बनाने के लिए. So will you post, or you will need a reminder? Or else do one thing. Online people, you post. The people attending on the 10th, you bring it. हेलो नीलिमा जी, घर के सारे सोने पिघला के बनाने के लाने की जरूरत नहीं है. We don't need that. All that I say is create something very creative on that day, because that day that process will be done. एक प्रक्रिया की जाएगी. Absolutely, Aparaj. This will keep you in that momentum, right? उस जगह पे रखेगा आपको. विजय जी, आप आ रहे हैं? Okay. चलो. So let's see who comes with what. Haribhai, you are not excluded, you are included. नहीं तो कार्तिक हरिभाई क्या बोलेंगे? नहीं नहीं भाई, मैं तो काम में बिजी था ना आपके. नहीं नहीं, आपका भी काम है. There is a reason why is it being told, and you create it so that on that day you experience the magic of that. Okay. And that day, I'll not say. No. It's very dangerous, or else especially the people online will kill me. So that's enough. You just bring it. Okay. So thank you so much for that lovely smile on your face. I believe like it was a great start for your day. Continue this. And remember, it is ready to accept. Are you accepting it every moment? So thank you for being here in this space. Thank you for your presence, because of which he appeared. I don't know, he, she, whatever you call it. But thank you, because of you, even I was able to be in that space. So thank you for your acceptance. Thank you for your calling. Until we meet again, remember to stay God and be God. Asango, Nirvikalpo, Nirakara Rupa. Stay there. Aham Brahmasmi. Thank you. And Haribai is going to melt your heart with another song, I believe. He should be ready with that.